Hey everyone, Sweet Johnny Cage here, back with another guide for Dark Souls Remastered. This time, in part 4 of our Let's Play walkthrough, we're going to go through the remainder of the Undead Parish, kill the Bell Gargoyles, and then we'll end it thereabouts. In the previous segment, we went and killed the Moonlight Butterfly in Darkroot Garden, and we leveled up a fair bit, and gave the Divine Ember to Andre of Astora. So I'll show you my character stats. Level 22, 17 Vitality, 16 Endurance, 16 Dex, 12 Resistance, 11 Intelligence, and 14 Strength. My weapon of choice is a Yuji Katana plus 2. I also have a crossbow, and I'm just using the default leather shield. I'm using the wolf ring and the blue tearstone ring as well. Okay, so I am human, so there's a chance I'll get invaded. Hopefully not. I love hearing that bell. There's really no better sound to me than hearing that bell. I should make it a text ringtone or something. Alright, so we're going to head back towards the Undead Parish. And then we're going to kill this archer here, this crossbow archer. Beauty of having a plus 2 Yuchi is these guys die a lot faster. I like to kill this guy for safety. He poses really no threat at all. And so we're going to head in. Be very careful, as there is a channeler up there. And the channeler is looking down here at a former Firekeeper. The Firekeeper is dead. But ultimately, he is looking to abduct anybody for Senn. So we're going to head up this staircase here. The Balder Knight's going to come down. And then we're going to try to slice and dice him as fast as we can. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so these guys drop shards a lot of the time. Okay, so you hear the channeler casting his spell. And he can also do this dance. And this dance buffs up all of the hollows in the room. So what you want to do... Oh god, I really wasn't expecting the channeler to come out. This kind of is not the plan. When these hollows are buffed, you do not want to mess with them. They can more or less one-shot you, and it's quite devastating, especially for like such a low-level enemy. Their health is not buffed, but their strength is significantly higher. So you gotta be very, very careful. And, you know, when they're swinging very erratically, they can be a nuisance. As you can see, the buff lasts even after the channeler dies. Oh my god. I gotta get out of here. I can't see what I'm doing. The channeler's ragdoll corpse is just harassing me. Okay, so the buff lasts even after the channeler dies, so as long as you see that blue aura around them, you gotta be careful. We picked up a soft humanity, which is always fun. Okay, I think that should be all of them. I'm hoping I don't just curse myself right there. Alright. Cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head up this staircase. Sorry, I thought I heard one. Anyway, we're going to head up this staircase. There is a Balder Knight here. Whenever he has his sword up like this, that means he's going to try to parry you. So don't attack when his sword is up like that. Just like the Guard Scorpion in Final Fantasy VII, when its tail is up, don't attack. Okay, great. So if you got the mystery key, is it called the mystery key? Yeah, the mystery. If you got the mystery key in the Undead Parish earlier, we're gonna go ahead and get a treasure over here. I think this is just a humanity, but it's always helpful. Break this barrel. There's a corpse in here, and it has a humanity. Do I know my stuff, or do I know my stuff? Okay, so there is a busted up door here that we can smash. And then the use for the mystery key is to open this prison cell, which has the dastardly Lautrec of Catarina.
Oh, still human, are you?
So his voice should sound familiar to you. It is...
I am Knight Lautrec of Catarina.
I'm pretty sure it's the same voice actor as Patches. And so whenever you hear that voice actor, just know that that person's probably a liar. Okay, so Lautrec's not really a liar. He just withholds the truth from you. And what you can do to make the Gargoyles fight easier is you can free him from his prison cell and then go rest at a bonfire Actually, let's try reloading the game. I'm not sure if this will work as well. But you can use him as a summon in the gargoyle fight. Oh, it does. Okay, so you're going to see his summon sign in a little bit. So if you have spoken to Solaire, his summon sign will also be available for the gargoyles. I'm not going to use either of them. I want to show you how to take down the gargoyles on your own. But in case you need help, just free Lautrec, reload your save, and then you can use him as a summon. Cool. Don't forget about this treasure over here. And then we can head into this room over here. Oh, I'm hearing the footsteps from downstairs. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so head up this ladder. And then if you are a human, you will see 2 summon signs up here. You should see Solaire and Lautrec. This is Solaire. Maybe you have to talk to Lautrec in Firelink Shrine. So he goes to Firelink Shrine and looks at Anastasia. So you might have to go talk to him there before his summon sign appears. Anyway, we're going to fight the Bell Gargoyles. And this is a fight very, very similar to Man-Eaters. It's almost identical, except you no longer have a brazier in the middle of it to sort of separate them. You want to try to take them out as quickly as possible, and you also want to make sure to cut off the first one's tail. That will prevent it from using its tail swipe attack. So I'm hoping that I kill this thing in the first shot. We will see, though. This is a pretty tough boss. This is a barrier for most people. Okay, so the first one is down. He is going to do that attack, so we want to try to get behind him and then cut off his tail. Having this upgraded weapon helps a great deal. But you need to be fast because the second one comes out. Come on, bud. Help me out here, dude. The second one comes down after a while. Dude, come on, bud. Alright, so the second one's down, which is just really bad news because he just breathes fire all over the joint, and he's a bit of a pain to deal with. Yep, there we go. Dead already. Great. Okay, so we'll try that again. I'm really not sure why. His tail wasn't coming off. I felt like I couldn't get behind him. Anyway, what you might actually be better off doing is reducing your equipment load. No, that's still mid-roll. Take these off. That's still mid-roll. Let's take off the boots. Okay, so that's fast roll. So yeah, just try to get fast roll. Don't sacrifice too much armor, but it's an option. Okay, so we got to take care of these guys again. 1, 2. 1, 2. Hopefully this is a shard, so we can upgrade our weapon a little bit higher. No, all soldier armor. Like I said, you can just ignore that guy. He's not a threat. And then we can come up here. The Channeler will be back, so you gotta be careful. As will the Balder Knight. Be careful when his sword is up. You don't want to attack him when his sword is up. Very careful. Also, don't let him heal. Okay, he's down. No shards. So, I'm just gonna walk and then back out. Wait, the Channeler's gone? This guy came from outside. Oh my god, I'm a total liar. He turned me into a liar. Why is the Channeler gone? I didn't think the Channeler was a kill once enemy. That's interesting. Okay, I was mistaken. I guess the Channeler is a kill once enemy. That's really interesting. I never knew that. I feel like that's a mistake. I mean, I've done this fight so many times, and I just remember having to constantly deal with the Channeler, but maybe I'm mistaken. It's okay. It happens. Anyway, back up the ladder we go. As you can see, the +2 Yuji Katana makes quick work of the gargoyle. Had I not been going for the tail cut, I probably could have killed him easily, but yeah. This is why upgrading weapons is really, really important in this game. That was a chunky hit right there. I don't know if you heard that. There we go. Gargoyle Axe Tail. Get some good bonus damage. We were actually able to stagger him right there. That was pretty sick. So I don't think these guys bleed. Oh, they do bleed. Holy shit, that was great damage. Try to get behind this one. You always want to focus on the one you focused on in the beginning. You really don't want to like split your time between them because you just want to take them out as quickly as possible. That's always your goal. I know that sounds so obvious, but it's easy to kind of get distracted by them. This was a bit of a mistake coming here. Maybe he'll drop? Hey, buddy. Alright, he's down. And as long as we can get past this one, I can't actually see anything right now. Holy Jesus, that particle effect was crazy. Alright, so I'm not going to mess with him. I can probably just go right here. Oh, this is like a weird mistake that I just made. I shouldn't have done that at all. Well, that actually set us up quite nicely. Congratulations to whoever that was that just rang the bell. Big congrats to you, friend. Okay, and that's the Bell Gargoyles. 2 down, that's it. And then we get quite a bit of souls from these guys. Get the Twin Humanities. And then... where are our souls? Yep, we get 10,000 souls. Okay, so that was pretty quick. There's no other treasure here. And now our job is more or less done in this area. So we can head up this ladder. You know what's funny? In the remake, or in the remaster, they did not add a way to quickly go up ladders, which I was really happy to see in Demon Souls remake. Anyway, so at the top of the ladder, there's another ladder here. Be very careful. And then you're going to pull this lever, and we are going to ring the first Bell of Awakening. And I'm going to let this cutscene play out because I think it's important. There you go. So the first Bell of Awakening has been rung. Half of the prophecy has been fulfilled. And now we are going to go down this ladder, and a new NPC will have arrived. This guy scared the hell out of me the first time he showed up, because he just stands like a weirdo. This is Oswald of Cream, the Pardoner. Love this dude. Make sure you learn the gesture, the well, what is it? And then this guy's the Pardoner, so you can request absolution from this guy. And what that does is it resets NPC hostility. So if you accidentally attack an NPC and they become hostile, they will remember that you attacked them and they will remain hostile. But you can come here to Oswald and request absolution, and he will absolve you of your sin, and then those NPCs will reset. It costs, I believe, 100 times your level in souls. So if you're level 10, it'll cost you 1,000 souls. He also has things to purchase. The Indictment is a really, really cool item that unfortunately doesn't get a lot of use. Basically, if somebody invades you and kills you, you can indict them. And that makes it so like they are more susceptible to invasions themselves or something. And then he also sells the Book of the Guilty, which gives you a list of indicted players. He also sells the spell Karmic Justice, which temporary auto counter versus heavy damage. I don't really know what that does. I really don't know. But he also sells the Blood Bite Ring and Poison Bite Ring and a Ring of Sacrifice. He stays here the entire game. He never moves. So if you ever need absolution, that's where he is. Okay, now that the gargoyles are dead on our second try, not bad. We can put our boots back on so we're not walking around Lautrec barefoot. You can use the Homeward Bone if you like to go back to the bonfire, but since that would send me back to Andre, I don't want to do that just yet. Instead, what I want to do is I'm going to introduce you to an NPC. I guess going back to that bonfire would be good, but I'm not going to do it. Anyway, I'm going to introduce you to an NPC that I really should have introduced you to in the previous segment, but I admittedly forgot. This being an open world game, it's easy to forget things. I'm going to introduce you to Sigurd of They changed the name in Dark Souls 3, so I always mix them up. Shouldn't say they changed the name. There's another character in Dark Souls 3 who shares a very similar name to this character, so I always mix them up. But I'm pretty sure this is Siegmeyer of Catarina. And Siegmeyer of Catarina is the Onion Knight, and he's a really, really funny character. And if I'm not mistaken, he should be sitting... Yes, he is. He's right here. So he sits up against this gate here. This is the entrance to Senn's fortress. This gate will fully open once you ring 2 bells of awakening, so just keep that in mind. I hum like this guy all the time. I do it to my girlfriend constantly. Says he was absorbing thoughts. He's Siegmeyer of Catarina. He's run up against the gate, is in quite a pickle. So he has a really long storyline that is quite sad at the end. I just wanted to introduce you to him there because he will then recognize us when we meet him in Senn's fortress. Okay, so now that that's all done, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to Firelink Shrine, and we will end this section of the guide there. Because I also want to show you where Lautrec the Embraced went. He's wearing the Embraced armor. It's another name for him. La-di-da. Of course, if you have any more Titanite shards, if you were lucky enough to get them, be sure to upgrade with Andre. Okay. So we're going to head down here to the elevator, back to the shrine. I really do love the world of Dark Souls. I'm hoping that throughout all these guides, I can make you fall in love with it as well. It's interconnected. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's kind of easy to forget things, so I may not get to everything in this walkthrough. I don't want to do like a, full-blown, comprehensive, full Covenant guide. At least in these walkthroughs, I don't want to do that. But yeah, just know that I have a lot of love for this game and a lot of love for the world of this game. Did I just get myself stuck? Wow. Okay, oh no. Let me just walk through here. Okay, that's funny. Maybe Rhea doesn't show up until you ring the second bell? Is that correct? Let me try resting really quick. Let's rest and then let's go over here. So there are a few changes here. Okay, I guess Rhea doesn't show up until you ring both bells. I was mistaken. There's another change here, though, and that's over here. Now that we've rang 1 bell of awakening, you can hear snoring in this little area. And we'll get to that once we ring the second bell, but that should give you a hint that something is changing. Okay, so Lautrec the Embraced shows up right here, and he is staring at the Firekeeper. So if we speak with him, he tells us...
Hello there. I have your reward. Please, accept it.
Because this is sunlight metal.
I am grateful to you for freeing me. Not enough for you? Well, let's not be greedy now. By the Lords, your face. Your humanity is really slipping, but there are methods. Most fools have more humanity than they know what to do with. Now, who do you imagine will make the best use of it? Our futures are murky. Let's not be too friendly now.
Okay, so that is Lautrec the Embraced. He's a dastardly creature. He's going to do something pretty terrible later on. I won't spoil it for you, but if you want to prevent him from doing it, kick him off of this cliff and kill him here. Just keep kicking him over and over and over, and he will fall. That will prevent the terrible thing from happening. But a normal person in a normal playthrough, they're not going to know that, so I'm going to let it happen. And that's going to be it for Part 4 of the walkthrough. In Part 5, we will venture to the lower Undead Burg and take on the Capra Demon and unlock the depths. That'll do it for us for now. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment, and I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Dark Souls Remastered, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, and as always, I'll be Johnny Cage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.